Hello Gemini and welcome back. And if you're new here, you know that I love you already. Gemini, this is going to be a love reading for the month of August, and as usual we're going to do it in 3 parts. We'll just have a look at your state of mind, then we'll have a look at your path through August, perhaps identify who your other person is and what they're thinking and feeling, and then we'll have a look at some advice from the universe right at the end. Just quickly, Gemini, if you would like to support this channel, and I know you would love to support this channel, there's some details down below on how you can buy me a coffee. It's a really cheap and quick process, and it helps me a lot to build this channel. Right, let's get into it. Spirit, what can we tell Gemini about love and relationships for August? Gemini for love and relationships for August. Right, Gemini. Some major arcanas here, but let's have a look. Card representing you this month is the 7 of Coins, and this is your energy, and it's you focusing on laying your foundation in work, focusing on reaping the benefits of whatever you've been putting into work over the last couple of months. I certainly see. I want to tell you that your focus is more on yourself at the moment, okay? And your challenge is to keep that focus and not be distracted by the person you're thinking of. Okay, that it's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming up. So if you've decided to focus just on work and practical things this month, that person's going to keep coming up in your life, either in thought or messages, or seeing them at your local kind of hangout spot, that kind of thing. So that's your challenge. Your challenge is to manage the thought and the presence of that person coming up. In your heart space, I have the Judgment card, and for me it looks like you've releasing that person. That's why I think your challenge is this person keep coming up. That keeps coming up. Because I think in your heart you've released something. Like you finally letting go. And in your headspace kind of confirms this, because you've got the universe or the world card. I hope it focuses on that. And it's you kind of realizing that there are so many more possibilities out there. Having released yourself from this other person, there's just this opening of all sorts of possibilities. Because I think over the last month or so, a lot of other stuff has happened really quickly for you. And I see it being outside of the realm of the relationship. Either that or there's something else kind of developing. But things are certainly happening very quickly. And perhaps there hasn't been time for relationship for you. And then where I see you going is the Devil card. And when this comes up in the near future, it's just a kind of warning, and if I put this into a context of some sort of story, if you're trying to release somebody and you finally release it from your heart, and they keep coming up, the danger is to live with wild abandonment now. If you finally released one person, the danger is to overcompensating with somebody else or something new. So it's almost like a casual sex scenario. So that's just kind of a warning when the Devil card comes up. Let's have a look at your path through August. Yeah, so your negative feelings, your self-doubt, your insecurities. We have the Seven of Cups. And it's you wondering whether this was all just a fantasy or not. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here and a lot of messages coming to me in terms of you letting go of something. Maybe it's a state of mind that you're letting go of. Because this person may come back, and I tell you why, because the card representing your person is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents kind of traditional values, if you like. It can often represent marriage or a relationship in a traditional sense based on, I want to say religious values, but more forthright, wholesome values. And that's your other person. There's a wholesomeness about it. And perhaps the Devil card coming up is warning you that perhaps you've got other ideas, and maybe that's where your mismatch is. Maybe that's the whole mismatch, and maybe you recognize this, and that's why you're releasing a state of mind, recognizing that perhaps this other person is somebody who's looking for something more traditional. Your advice though from the universe is to look forward, and if you feel it necessary, make contact. Okay. The Page of Wands doesn't command a confrontational contact, but it is hinting at a subtle contact, a small message. And it's not a cups card, it's a practical card. So if you're looking for closure, for instance, you maybe it might be the thing that you want to do is to make contact and get closure. It could also mean just accepting the messages coming to you, acceptance, perhaps, and looking forward, even without contact. And by it's closure, that's what it is. It's closure. So either give yourself closure, or if an opportunity comes up to get closure, then take it. But the Page of Wands essentially means look forward, okay? And look forward with new eyes. So take whatever's happened as a lesson and just say, okay, that's a lesson in life. You know, this is something I can take with me. Because your potential outcome is the Ace of Coins, which is the start of a new stable kind of season for you, if you like. Moving away perhaps from this devil energy into something more stable. And because I have the Judgment and the Universe card as your heart and head, they're in agreement. Your heart is finally releasing something, and your head is looking forward at all sorts of possibilities. Let's get some little bit more advice from the universe here. Yeah. So it certainly looks like to me that the other person may be older than you, or certainly more mature, and perhaps that's why, you know, it's represented by the Hierophant, which is more kind of traditional, if you like. But it certainly looks like an older person. And it's the universe is saying, you know, you're being forced into this decision. It's kind of like you have no choice now. but to move forward and to make this decision to move forward. And in doing so, 10 of Cups, which is ultimate fulfillment. And if I take that with the universe, which is your crowning energy and which represents your headspace, anything is possible now. And you can move forward and release yourself and find ultimate fulfillment. Gemini, I hope that makes sense to you. And if it does make sense to you, like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, because I'd love to see you again soon.